Good morning, everybody. Oh, there goes Mr. Alex. Good morning, Mr. Alex. Say hi, everybody. It's Mr. Alex. It's a quiet morning. There's Chunky Monkey. And there's Miss Katie in the window. Pardon the noise of my fan that's running right now. It's a little bit stuffy in here. There's Miss Austin. And back here we've got my hand. We've got, it looks like, Phoebe and Maggie and Willow and Sylvester's there in the background. Let's see who else we've got. Oop, what you doing, Mr. Alex? We've got, there's Miss Phoebe. Say good morning, Miss Phoebe. And back here is Miss Maggie. Maggie May. And there's Willow. And that's Katie. And there is Finny, my foo-foo Finny. And then Sylvester is back there by the back door. And let's see who is relaxing in the sun. We've got, there's Miss Austin. And on the rug in front of the sun is Marigold and Lucy and Miss Daisy. Yeah, everybody's reserved a spot in the sun. Right, Miss Daisy? Miss Daisy's the white one on the right. And then Lucy's the gray girl in the middle, and Marigold is the tortoiseshell on the left. And there's Mr. Alex. And my Chunky Monkey. You poor guy, your eyes all goopy. Chunky and I both are having allergy attacks from this crazy weather. And then way down there, which I won't get too close because he'll run from me. There we go. There's Gus Gus. Say hi, Gus Gus. Okay. And Mr. Toes is sleeping down in my bedroom, I think. Yeah. Say right now everybody wants to be in the sun, which I totally understand. But everybody is doing good. The weather has been crazy. Sorry about the fan noise. Yeah. And I hope you guys are all not involved in the tornadoes and all that horrible stuff going on. It's been a little bit wacky. Like today the temperature is going to be, I think, 80. And it's like, it's not even Easter yet. And I have the air conditioning on, which is very strange. What do you think about that, Miss Katie? She's very opinionated today. Yeah. That's what you think about that? Okay. How about you, Foo-Foo? My Foo-Foo Finny? Hmm? Yeah. She's my good girl. What you think about that? But yeah, it's not even Easter yet and I have the air conditioning on because it's too hot. It's up in the 80s already. So, it's not going to last for long though. It's only for today, and then I think tomorrow. Yesterday was hot. The day before was warm. Or no, the day before was cool. Yesterday was warm. Today is warm. Tomorrow is warm, and then Sunday goes back to being cool. Monday goes back to being cool. So, yeah, we don't know. Mother Nature's on crack right now. We have no idea. It's all over the place. You okay, Miss Austin? Miss Austin is singing the song of her people. She is telling us all about it. Yeah. But everybody has been fine. Work is finally slowing down now. So I think I'll have time to do some stuff that I've been meaning to get done. At least I hope I will. Start to try getting some stuff fixed around the house. Get a bunch of cats spayed. I think Miss Daisy and Miss Marigold are coming out of their heat, their estrus cycle. So now that they're on their way out, I'm going to call the vet on Monday and make an appointment. And I think by the time I get the appointment for them, they'll be done, and then they can get spayed. And then that's 2 more down. And then we have to do, after those 2, we have to do Lucy and Mina. The babies that are not babies anymore. But all the boys in the house are neutered, so we're safe. But I've kind of been going back and forth with thoughts of whether or not I should try to rehome some of them. But I don't know. It's just that there's so many of them and it's so expensive to keep up with everything. And then it's also the cleanup and the issues that they cause. But at the same time, they're kind of like my family too, so I would feel bad giving them, I wouldn't just give them away to anybody. It would have to be somebody I know, that I know would take good care of them, that kind of thing. And just because it's a lot. And for some reason lately, Daisy and Lucy, their favorite pastime seems to be finding anything paper, whether it be toilet paper, paper towels, whatever, and shred it to pieces. So I have to hide the toilet paper in my bathroom because if I leave it on the roll, they will unravel the entire roll and then shred it. I came home from work, I don't know, a couple of weeks, not last week, but I think maybe the end of the week before. And I walked into ankle-deep toilet paper shreds throughout my entire little bathroom. And I was like, oh my god. They demolished an entire roll. And it was like a big roll, too. Thank God I buy cheap toilet paper, though. Otherwise, I've been really pissed. They unraveled the whole thing and shredded it to pieces, and they were just playing in it. So now I have to hide the toilet paper. And then I went to sleep last week. Miss Katie. That's not very nice. Miss Katie has a bad habit of playing Queen of the Window. Silly girl. But I had gone to sleep during the week and I heard a funny noise woke me up. And there's not many noises that wake me up because they're always running through the house like a bunch of hooligans in the middle of the night. So I've learned to sleep through just about anything. But this was an unusual noise. And I got up to see what it was. And they had somehow managed to get the paper towel roll off of the paper towel holder. And they had that on the countertop. And they were sitting in the dish rack and shredding paper towels everywhere. So I have an entire roll of paper towels that was shredded and strewn across the countertop, the floor, the sink. So I had to clean that up at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, okay, this is getting old now. Now I have to hide the paper towel roll. I have to hide the toilet paper roll. I have to hide tissues, because I know that's next. So it's kind of like, all right, maybe some of you guys need to go to a home that has children that are going to play with you 6 hours out of the day, and, where I'm at work 10 hours out of the day. So I don't have time to do that all the time. But maybe you guys need to be in a place where you have that. So, I don't know. I was kicking around the idea of maybe rehoming Daisy, Marigold, Lucy, and Mina. And that would at least be 4 down. But I'm not sure yet. I feel bad because they're kind of like family. But at the same time, it's like having a hyper kid that you want to send away to school somewhere. So you just don't have to deal with all the crap all the time, because it gets tiring after a while. It's always something that they're finding and destroying, and it's just, ugh. But we'll get through it. We'll see. They're young still, too, so I know Lucy and Marigold just turned a year old recently, and Gus Gus turned 1 year. I said Lucy. Daisy and Marigold and Gus Gus just recently turned 1 year, and Lucy and Mina are only 7 months now. So they're still babies, really. So I'm hoping the behavioral thing will calm down. Oh, now we're going to have the battle for the window, because Austin wants to come up and look out the window, and Katie doesn't want anybody up there but her. Okay, now. Alright, so Katie has been dethroned. You are no longer queen of the window, Miss Katie. Now, Austin has the crown, and she is queen of the window. For now, until she gets dethroned. Possibly by Sylvester. The saga continues. This is why I only open the one window. Because at least there's, well, I'll open eventually the other window, but I have to do my spring cleaning yet. I have a lot of stuff I have to clean in my house. My house is never really clean. There's no such thing as a clean house when you have 14 cats. It's varying stages of dirty. There's filthy, less filthy, dirty, and less dirty. That's pretty much the 4 stages that I go through. So, as of this morning, it was bad in here because I hadn't cleaned all week, so it was filthy. Now I've got to the point where it's at least dirty. It's better that it's not filthy anymore. It's better than less filthy. I'm okay with just considering it as dirty right now. And then what I'm hoping to do is take some time off now that work is slowing down. And I'm going to try to get it to the point where it is less dirty. And that's about the best I can ever hope for at any given time. That's it. Until I can actually replace things. Because I obviously need new furniture. I need to paint all the walls. I need to fix the drywall. Where when the kittens were babies, they shredded part of the wall. So I have to fix that. And then I have to repaint everything. I've got to get new flooring because my carpet is a disaster. I mean, it probably looks halfway decent in the videos, I hope, but it's old, it's stained, it's ripped. They have shredded the carpet in the doorways down the hall, so I'm kicking around the idea of putting that vinyl plank kind of stuff, that waterproof stuff that clicks together. And I'm thinking about putting that at least throughout the living room, the hallway, and the bedroom that I consider my office. And then, maybe have the other 2 rooms with carpet. I don't know. I'll see. Or I might go hard floor throughout the entire house. I don't know. It'll be easier to clean up, but then what stops me is in the wintertime, it can get so cold here that sometimes I feel like... I mean, I guess you could put a throw rug down if it comes to that, but I have bad luck with these guys and throw rugs. They seem to think that throw rugs are an open invitation to pee on it. So, every time I've tried to put a rug down, I'm attempting it again now. I got them, and I buy my rugs at, the ridiculously dirt cheap stores, the little mom and pop stores that are even cheaper than Walmart kind of stores, where you can get a front door mat for $3.99, those kind of stores. Because I know it's only a matter of time that it's either going to get chewed on, puked on, shredded, or peed on. So my goal is I try to find stuff that says it's machine washable. And then I try to find stuff that's dirt cheap because I know they're going to destroy it. So I don't want to spend $30 or $50 on a really nice rug and have it be completely destroyed within 30 days. So I buy cheap junk, basically, when I know it's going to go down on the floor where they have access to it. And I get a couple of them, and then it cycles through. After about 3 months, they've got it to the point where it can no longer be repaired or cleaned. and then it just goes in the garbage. And then we have something else for another 3 to 6 months. Sometimes I get lucky and stuff lasts the whole year. It's rare though. Usually about 6 months is what I get out of little things like that, like throw rugs and floor mats and that kind of thing. So that's why I get super cheap stuff. So that's why I'm hesitant to go all out hardwood floors everywhere and then put rugs down, because I have a feeling I'll just be in a constant loop of repairing, fixing, and or washing or replacing rugs all the time. So that's why I'm like, well, it kind of doesn't make sense to me to take carpeting up and then put hardwood and then cover it with rugs. That's kind of defeats the purpose. The whole point of having the hardwood floor is to have the hardwood or hard surface anyway. I would never put real wood down with a bunch of cats. That's asking for heartache. But I'm thinking about that they have this waterproof stuff. It looks like hardwood, but it's not really hardwood. It's like a vinyl plank or something. And it's waterproof and it clicks together and that kind of stuff. So I'm just like, that's looking pretty tempting. And I'm wondering if that will help with my allergies too, without having all the cat hair in the carpet all the time. But I don't know. I might try it in just the living room and the hallway first and see how I like it. And then if it seems pretty decent, I would go ahead and go into the bedrooms with it too. What do you think about that, Miss Finn? What do you think, Fufu? She a good girl? She says, do not touch me. Okay, I am very sorry. I apologize. Thank you for playing. Okay. She's my good girl. She's my Fufu. Apparently it's nappy time now because Miss Katie's getting ready for a nap and Daisy's getting sleepy over there. Chunky Monkey's already sleeping. There's Miss Mina. Hi, Mina. And Sylvester's right here. What you doing, buddy? He's hanging out. And Maggie and Austin are in the window. And Mr. Alex is laying down, hanging out. Bath time. So everybody seems to be okay. But, yeah, so. What you got, Mr. Alex? Yeah, I see you. So it's just a nice, lazy Saturday morning. So I hope you guys are doing okay where you are. The weather has been absolutely nuts. So I hope none of you guys out there have been such a huge part of the country. I'm sure somebody out there has got to have issues with the storms and everything, between the tornadoes and the hail and the wind damage and the flooding. It's just crazy, crazy weather. So it's like, I think it's going to be 80 degrees here today. Tomorrow's going to be 70 something. Then we're going to get rain. And then Monday, the high is like 50. Oh, bless you. Bless you, Alex. You okay? You my buddy? Yeah? Where are ya? Yeah, it's my boo-boo. He's my boo bear. Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Finny. She's like, how dare you give him attention? But I am right here. So, everybody's just chilling. Running the air conditioning soon. Before Easter. This sucks. So, hopefully it won't be like this for long. I'm not ready for hot weather yet. So, not yet. It's too early to be this hot. But anyhow, everybody here has been fine. We've been lucky. We've had a lot of wind, but we haven't had much rain. We actually have, I think, a little bit of a drought going on here. The storms all seem to go north of us, which I suppose is good, but we could use some rain. So hopefully some of the rain coming tomorrow and tomorrow night will be beneficial for us, and we'll get that taken care of. Right, guys? So we will see. What do you think, Miss Daisy? Everybody looking for their sunspot. And the fan running. But everybody here has been good. Gus is doing fine. He's actually become a lot more friendly, which is very good. He's starting to get back to his old self. Oops. Probably hear my stomach growling. Sorry, I haven't had breakfast yet. Say we was up early cleaning the house, so we could get it from stage filthy to just dirty. Say at least we bumped it up 2 notches, right? We went from filthy, less filthy to dirty, so we'll consider that a win for now. You look incredibly pissed off right now, Fufu. I think she's about had it with Miss Austin running around singing the song of her people here. She's been very vocal the past couple of days. What is it, Miss Austin? Yeah. She's down the hallway. I don't know if you can see her. It might be too dark. And that's Miss Mina right there. So, we shall see. Say at least we got some money saved up, so now we can fix a few things that we need to fix. Small things, anyway. And the big things we have to do is get the rest of the girls here spayed, so we don't have to worry if they get outside or not. And then that's it. So, I don't know. I guess if I go through the trouble of getting everybody spayed, like that's the whole thing, is I can't put them up for adoption if they're not fixed. And if I go through the trouble of fixing them, like that's a lot of money. Even when you get the discounts around here anyway. I don't know, maybe in big cities and stuff where you guys live, they have special clinics, that you can take them to. But even the clinics are not cheap. Like the discount rate is $150 for a female. That's the discount. The full-blown rate is, $250, $300 for each cat. So it's, I kind of understand now why there's so many cats running around, because I bet a lot of people just can't do it. So we have one clinic here that'll do it sometimes for $100 a cat, even the females. But the problem is it's like an hour away from here. And it's very difficult for me to get there because they're only open on certain days of the week. They're not open on weekends. And by the time I get the cat there, drop the cat off, and they stay overnight there, which is good, but then I have to go back the next morning and pick the cat up. And each time I do that, it's like a 2-hour process. So by the time I drive, all the way there, do all more than 2 hours, really. Drive there, get back, and then drive back the next morning, pick them up, get back, bring them home. It makes me almost 3 hours late every morning for work. And they don't like that. That's a problem. So I can't do that. So now the issue becomes, okay, well, if that's no good, then I gotta find somewhere closer to home. So where, they don't care if it makes me a half hour late. That's fine. But having to repeatedly be, almost 3 hours late is not so good. Especially during when the season. In the middle of the summer, it might not be so bad, but right now, it wouldn't be good timing. So, it's Mr. Alex. What I'll probably do is go to the local vets that I've been going to. I have 2 different vets that I see, depending on who is getting the treatment done. And that's just by chance. I always went to one particular vet. They're wonderful people. I have no problem with them. They just got very busy. And they lost, one of their doctors had medical problems. So there was only one veterinarian trying to handle all the patients in the entire clinic. And it got to the point where you would have to wait like 4 weeks for an appointment for somebody. So I went to the other veterinary clinic in town. And that one, usually when I call, I can get an appointment like within 3 days, 2 days. So all the new guys that have come along, I have been going to this new clinic. But my old guys are still seeing the same doctor they've seen, their whole life, because they're in a reasonably good condition. Everybody's just getting a little bit older, right? Just like me, guys. Say we're a little old. Things don't work as good as they used to, but that's okay. We're still all right. So, it's just a question of getting there, dropping them off, but of course they're a little more expensive than the clinics are. So it's saving up money to get them done, and sometimes they'll work with me if I can bring, because they know that I have a lot of rescues. They're very good people. So a lot of times if I can bring in 2 at a time, they'll give me a discount rate, like for a similar rate to what they give people that bring in ferals, from colonies and that kind of stuff, like the rescue mission people. Because I'm sort of, oh, hello, giant truck. I'm sort of a one-woman rescue team. Or I was for several years. So they at least work with me on that. But still, it's a lot of money. When you start talking, even if they were able to do it for $150 a cat, when you start talking about 5 cats, 6 cats, that adds up really fast. Then before you know it, you've got like a mortgage payment that you're trying to do. So it's a work in progress. But it'll be okay. We're going to get it done now. We did our taxes, and we're not getting a whole lot back, but we're not owing a whole lot. We don't owe anything this time, so that's good. So now that I know that that's okay, I will proceed with using the money that I saved to take care of all the things I need to take care of. And that's how we're going to roll with it for now. So we will figure it all out. And then hopefully we'll be done paying on the car soon. And then once that happens, if we can find the extra money, maybe we'll finally get a new couch and a new recliner. Because we've had these same ones for 15 years. And they are falling apart, literally. I've got my recliner held together with tape. I've got Gorilla Tape holding some of the pieces together. So, it is time. I'm just hesitant to spend money on furniture because I know they're going to shred it. So, it's like, I have to choose wisely. Furniture is the kind of thing you can't buy it too cheap because it's going to shred easier. But you don't want to go out there and spend, like $1,500 on stuff and then have it get destroyed, because that'll just break your heart. So we'll see what we can do. We'll figure out something. Say, first things first. Let's pay off the car, and let's pay on the roof, and let's get all the kitty cats spayed. That's top priorities. And then after that, we'll figure it all out, right? Say, it always looks like it's going to be too much for you to handle, and then when you just take a breath, take a step back, and do one thing at a time, it works out. It doesn't seem like it's going to work out, but somehow it always does. So that's, if you guys are up against anything rough right now with the storms going on and things, I know it must be overwhelming if you have stuff destroyed and stuff that you don't even know where to start, you don't even know what to deal with, it'll be okay. Other people are going through the same thing you are. So just take a deep breath, take a step back, and just start somewhere. Don't worry about where, just start somewhere. Even if it's just, picking up stuff off of what was left of the floor, if there's still a floor there. Some people lost everything in those tornadoes. But, I found that sometimes I tend to shut down if I start thinking too much about what I'm going to do. How am I going to do this, And I kind of defeat myself before I even get started. So I have a plan, but I try not to make it too detailed. And then I just pick a place and start. And roll with it. And do the best you can with what you got. And when you can't do any more, you wait till you can. And then you try to pick back up and roll with it again. And that's all you can do, really. So here's hoping it'll all work out for everybody. And I hope everybody stayed safe and nobody lost anybody. That's the worst part. So, hope you guys have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm going to go make something for breakfast so that my stomach will start growling. Make some nice coffee. And we will talk to you guys soon. Take care now.